Ready to go.
Okay. Good morning and welcome back. I made the worst trade in the history of worst trades. I ended up giving way too much for this little mini bike as part of a deal. Now, it needs just a little bit of everything. We're going to be basically rebuilding it from the ground up, but it should be interesting. And if we can save the motor, we might even break even on it. So let's get started. And this is it. The worst trade I've probably ever made in my whole life. Now, I don't know what kind of shape the motor's in, but we've got Predators sitting around. I do know it's got no cables, no brakes at all, and none of that. And the tires need replaced. Front tires even cut up. So let's get to work. Now, since I had a couple of rims sitting around, we're just going to throw those on to start. And we might retire them later, depending on whether or not they have a sale on these with the rims. Okay, now with the wheels in place, I went ahead and put the disc brake on. Went and got a new cable set because that's what's traditional on this bike. That's the standard equipment. So now let's put the front fender back on. I don't know why people take the fenders off. They definitely make them look nicer. And okay, this is the part where she starts showing a little bit of personality. Let's get these old cables out of the way. Get that out of the way. The first thing we'll add is the stop switch, just because this is the easy time to do it. I'm not going to tighten it all the way down quite yet. We're just going to leave it there, but it slides on because there's nothing else in the way at the moment. And just like the other one, we're just putting this on temporarily. We're sort of marking our spots. This way, when we come back around later, all we have to do is tighten a few screws and we're done. There you go, right about. Let's see how it feels. Yep, right about there. That feels good. Okay, let's attach the cable and see how she feels. And there you have it. Brake cable. Now you can see we're a little loose here and there, but once we put our little loop here and all that, you see it'll tighten right up, so that'll look good. I gotta find my stopper. Okay, the chain's not on it yet, so we're gonna hit it with starter fluid and see if she'll just kick a little bit. That'll help us make the decision on whether or not this motor is worth saving. It feels like she's got some compression. That sounded promising. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get a replacement carburetor for this, and we'll start getting her together tomorrow morning. Okay, now that we've got a little bit of stopping power and we've got our basic controls in place, next job is to get this old carburetor out of the way. See, it's not quite sure what the airbox looked like for this carburetor, but it's got no primer and no choke. So it should be pretty tough to get started. There you go, easy peasy. No gasket. That won't help. Now I'm hoping, this carburetor is a little bit bigger, but I'm hoping she'll fit. When you're sort of improvising on the fly, You never know what's going to work and what's not. So I picked out a carburetor with just big enough for a 6-horse engine. Oh, look at that. She just misses. Fits like a charm. It fits like it was born there. Where you at? Let's see if we can use our screw gun on this carburetor. Same bolts, but kinda. Nope, she hung up. Okay, there she goes. This one's going to be a little harder because it's behind the choke. Or, I'm sorry, behind the primer bulb. So what I'm going to do is turn the screw on the other side. And just hold the nut in place with my fingers. There we go, we got the tool set up. Look at that, like a charm. Okay, we'll come around this side and tighten up this nut. And then our job is to worry about fuel lines and linkage. She's good to go. I pre-cut a fuel line. I already measured this one off. So this should fit pretty good. Okay, let me switch you to the other side. Okay, we'll pull our fuel line through and shove it on the tank. Can you see? Oh, here you go. There you go. Let's get it on the tank and see what she looks like. I haven't seen it on the bike, so we might have to trim it up a little bit. Okay, she's on tight there. And see, we added a fuel cutoff because mini bikes will sit forever and ever. And that's it. Now I'm probably going to have to add a tie strap, or I might even pull this bolt and add a clip here so that the fuel line sits about like that. But for now, we're just trying to get her running. Okay, I can see fuel going in now. So for those of you that don't know it, all my cars and all my projects always get a name. Anything that you can drive gets a name. And I decided to name this one One More Thing, because no matter how many times I work on it, it needs one more thing before I can run it. And the one more thing I've got left at the moment is I need to work out how to get the throttle arm working and how to get the governor attached, because we're using a carburetor that didn't come with that engine, and it fits. And it's the right carburetor, and we can get a lot of power out of that carburetor. Now, you never want to take the governor off of a little engine on a little go-kart or a mini bike. They keep the engine from blowing itself up by over-revving, which they'll do just that fast as you over-rev them. Now, removing the governor does not give you more horsepower. It won't be more powerful without the governor. It will give you higher RPM, which will blow up the engine. If you want to go faster, you have to change the gears out. Changing the gears will make you go faster. So, all you new people out there, if you made it this far, you might as well subscribe. It's free, and that's what we work for. So, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time with this thing running.